Hello, I'm Melissa. Welcome to my channel, Lemon Balm Yoga. I'm so glad to have you join me in this practice dedicated to mental health awareness. This practice can be done at any point during the year that you feel like you need to just check in with yourself. Maybe you're feeling a little down, a little depressed, or maybe this is just a preventative practice to check in with yourself, to notice what's going on within, and to show yourself love. This practice is perfect for any level. I will offer variations throughout this practice so you can adjust as you need to make this practice your own. We will start in a comfortable seat. So I am sitting on the edge of a blanket. If you want a blanket or a couple of blankets, or if you want to use a couch pillow, a yoga bolster to lift the hips up, we'll be here for a few moments to begin focusing on our breath. So I want you to get nice and comfortable. We want to find a nice long spine. We're not just hanging out here. Even if we're feeling a little down, we're going to encourage the spine to lengthen. And feel the shoulders relax down the back. The hands can be face down on the lap or palms towards the sky, whatever feels natural for you today. As you gently allow the eyes to close, I invite you to just start to notice your breath without trying to change the breath at all. Noticing the temperature of the breath as it enters through both nostrils. And the temperature of the breath as it exits through both nostrils. Notice what happens in your body with each inhale and each exhale. Notice where you maybe can soften into the body, allowing the jaw to relax. Any other areas that you may be holding, just giving these areas permission to relax and soften. As you check in with your emotions today, first, I would like for you to be proud of yourself for showing up, finding a little light with knowing that you've taken initiative for time for yourself today. And as we start to check in with our mental health today, having compassion for yourself. This moment, we're all going through different changes, we're going through new experiences. Just being kind to yourself. Myself have had days that I'm more emotional, more depressed. It's important to just honor that, knowing that it's okay to have change in emotions. Really feel in love for yourself as you acknowledge your efforts, showed up for yourself today. That's a reason to find a little inner smile So I invite you now to start to deepen the breath, taking fuller inhales that expand the chest, fuller exhales that help you feel grounded, savoring each breath, allowing the breath to bring you to the present moment, setting anything else aside. As you really tune in to your needs for today, for this exact moment. Yoga, we strengthen our body-mind connection, but also strengthen our spirit connection. So as the breath is deepened, finding your connection to God or your source of life, as you present a prayer or an intention for your practice today. And that can be something as simple as I'm present, I take time for myself, I love myself. Whatever comes up, trusting that's the focus that you need for your practice. On your next inhale, you can keep the eyes closed, or if you need to open the eyes to follow along with the video for a moment, you may. We're going to reach the arms out and around, really reaching through your fingertips. Imagine that the arms are pressing through honey, so slow and controlled movement. As we exhale, we're going to really reach through our fingertips, allowing the fingertips to just sweep the ground. Inhale, reaching up. Allowing the hands to meet overhead in prayer. And exhaling, hands to heart center. Great. We'll continue this movement. As we inhale, imagine yourself lifting anything away that you no longer need. As you exhale, pressing it away from you, giving yourself permission to let it go. As you inhale and lift back up, imagine yourself receiving God's love and light. And as you exhale, bring in that love and light back to your heart. Great. One more round like that. Mindful movements. And if you can go slower than you want to go. Take your time. The next time that the hands come to heart center, taking a nice full inhale, feeling a little light within. As you exhale, allowing the head to bow towards the hands. Finding your inner smile, you take a deep inhale. A deep exhale. Great. Allowing the hands to come to the tops of the knees with the palms down. As we inhale, we're going to lift the heart, taking a nice full inhale. As you exhale, round in the spine, allowing the shoulders to shrug forward. As we inhale, the heart is lifting, throat opens, and chest opens. As we exhale, feel the tailbone slightly tuck, navel pull into spine, chin fall towards chest. Noticing how each movement feels. After your next round, coming to sit up tall. We'll go ahead and switch the cross of our legs. If you have the shins crossed, go ahead and take the opposite foot in front. We're going to go ahead and bring the hands back to the tops of the knees. Inhale, lifting up tall. As you exhale and allowing the torso to go in a circle in one direction, and inhaling back around the other. Exhaling and inhaling. Mindful movement, finding compassion within, being gentle and loving. The next time you lift up, just slowly take that circle in the opposite direction. Imagine any physical tension, any blockages in the body, releasing with each exhale. The next time you lift back up, we'll relax the shoulders down the back. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, and allowing the arms to become heavy by your side. Inhale, root and feel the crown lift towards heaven. As you exhale, gently bring the chin towards the chest. As we inhale, we'll take the right ear towards the right shoulder. Taking a full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale. Exhaling, chin to chest. Inhaling, left ear towards left shoulder. Nice full breath. Allowing the shoulders to relax towards the ground. Inhale. Exhaling, chin to chest. Taking it back around to your right. You can continue to go from ear to ear, or if you have no issues with your neck, you may start to carve a line with the nose, taking the nose towards the sky, and exhaling around the left side. Nice, gentle movement. Notice how each movement brings subtle changes in the body. Notice how when we slow the breath, we slow the body, the mind also slows down, finding softness and compassion. If you haven't already, the next time your chin comes to your chest, slowly take your circle in the opposite direction, or continue to go from ear to ear. The next time the chin comes to the chest, we'll inhale with the head back to neutral and exhale here. Go ahead and bring the feet to the ground, and we will bring the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to open wide. So if this is too much for you, you can always place yoga blocks or books underneath the knees to find a little extra support. Once you come into our butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana, go ahead and start to massage the feet. Thinking about all that the feet do for you each day, where the feet take you, what task are you able to accomplish because of the feet. And you may even say, thank you, feet. And you can say that silently, or if you feel okay doing it out loud, you can do that as well. Continue these deepened breaths. You really find compassion and gratitude to your feet. You may even start to massage the ankles, the tops of the feet. Great. Then we'll take our thumbs to the inner arches. The fingers will wrap around the tops of the feet. Inhale, growing long in the spine. As you exhale, imagine that the heart is leading as you start to fold forward. So any amount will do. As we inhale, we're going to round back up. The crown will be the last to come up. And as you exhale, fold and forward. So we're making a wave with the body. Inhale in and exhale in. Inhale in and exhale in. One more wave of breath. Once you fold, you may start to press the elbows into the inner thighs as you open the knees a little further to the ground. Taking full inhales, filling up the lower diaphragm. As you exhale, seeing where you can release in the body. Releasing any negative thoughts that may come up. Taking one more breath here. As you inhale, slowly lifting up. Taking the hands to the outside of the knees and closing the knees in towards each other. We're going to go ahead and make our way onto our hands and our knees. So gently making your way there. You can always use your blanket to place it under the knees if you need a little extra support under the knees, or you can place it to the side. So we're going to bring our knees underneath our hips, our wrists underneath our shoulders, spreading our fingers wide, taking a nice full inhale, As you exhale, allow the hips to rock to your right as you look over your left. Inhale in through center. Exhale, allow the hips to rock to your left as you look over your right. 2 more rounds to each side. Noticing how each movement feels in your body. Allowing this attention to keep you present. Giving yourself this time on your mat to find love and compassion and understanding for yourself for anything that you may be going through at this moment. Great. We're going to go ahead and walk our hands a handprint or so in front. We're going to come to the toes. The inner elbows are going to slightly turn towards the front of the mat. The shoulders are going to loop down the back as we press energy away from our hands to lift our hips up and back. Finding your first downward facing dog. The feet will be about hip distance apart. And if you're new to yoga and this is too much for you, you can always come back to that tabletop position on your hands and your knees. Finding your deepened breath here as you make an inverted V with the body. You're pressing energy away from the ground with the hands. Feel the hips press up and back as the heels release towards the ground. If this is too much for the hamstrings, feel free to bring a bend into the knees. You want to be able to allow the shoulders to relax, finding a lengthened spine. Slowly shake our head no. And yes. Great. We'll bend the knees now. Walk our hands back to our feet. I'm going to go ahead and place my blanket aside as I do so. And once you walk the hands back to the feet, finding a nice, generous bend in the knees, where you can just fold over the thighs. You may even bring the backs of the hands to the ground if they arrive there today. Just allowing the body to be heavy. Imagining anything that may be weighing you down, rolling off of the body. Pressing evenly into both feet as you take one more breath here. Then one vertebra at a time, you're going to roll up the spine. Feeling one vertebrae stack on top of the next. The crown of the head is the last to lift. Once you arrive, allow the shoulders to loop up, back, and down. The palms turn forward. We're going to go ahead and mindfully rolling on the feet, walk into the front of our mat. Noticing how each step feels. We'll arrive with feet about hip distance apart, pressing evenly into both feet. As we inhale, we're going to lift up, bringing the fingertips together overhead. As we exhale, we're going to feel the elbows open slightly towards the back of the mat as our chest lifts towards the sky. Inhale, reaching back up through the fingertips. And exhale, opening the elbows, feel the shoulders relax. heart opens. Inhale, lift up. As we exhale, we're coming into this gentle back bend. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, opening the heart. Continuing this movement, a few more rounds with your breath. Back bends are great to bring energy within, find light within. On your next inhale, we'll lift all the way up. And exhale, bending the knees as much as you need to fold back over the thighs. On your next inhale, walk your fingertips out in front of you. Or hands may walk to the shins as you find a long line of energy from the tip of your tailbone to the crown of your head. Taking a nice full inhale. Nice full exhale. Bending the knees as much as you need to bring the fingertips to the ground. Take a big step back with that right foot and lower down to the right knee. Coming to the top of the right foot. It's another time that you can always place a blanket under that back knee. We want to make sure that our left knee is lined up on top of our left ankle and not jutting forward of the left ankle. You can always walk that right foot back if needed. Good. Pressing into both feet. We're going to lift up if you feel comfortable doing so. As you exhale, take your right hand to your left shoulder, your left hand to your right shoulder. As you inhale, feel the spine lengthen. As you exhale, making a little circle to your right. Inhaling back around to your left. As you exhale, taking it around to your left now. And inhaling back around to your right. Good. Releasing the fingertips to the ground. Coming to the right toes. Off of that right knee. Full inhale finds length in your spine, shoulders relax. As you exhale, stepping the right foot up to meet the left. And it's okay if it takes you a few little hops there, remembering to be compassionate with yourself, letting go of any judgment. Inhale, finding that half lift once again. We'll exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Bring the fingertips to the ground. We'll now step the left foot to the back of the mat. Nice big step, lowering that left knee to the ground. Right knee is stacked over right ankle. Inhale, reach up with the fingertips if you're okay doing so. As you exhale, bring the left hand to the top of the right shoulder, right hand to the top of the left. Inhale, growing tall in the spine. As you exhale, making a circle around to your left. Inhaling back around to your right. And then we'll take it in the opposite direction. So if this movement is a little rocky, that's quite all right. As you exhale, releasing the hands to frame that front foot. This time we're going to slide the right knee back to meet the left. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lower down to your belly, your chest, and then releasing the head. Feel the shoulders relax down the back. The elbows are close to the ribs. On your next inhale, feel your heart center, the middle of your chest, lift forward and up. Exhale, melting back down to the ground. Inhale, heart lifts forward and up. And exhale, releasing back down. One more round, remembering to just come up as much as comfortable for you. Honoring wherever you're at today. On your next inhale, pressing through tabletop. As you exhale, allow the hips to sink towards the heels. The arms will be extended out in front of you as you allow the forehead to come and rest on the mat. Taking a nice full inhale. Really feel your belly press into your thighs. As you exhale, release all the air. Feel the thighs press back into the belly. If your head is not quite meeting the ground today, that's okay. You can always bring a little extra support under the head, like your blanket. Or you can even lift the hips slightly. Just finding a comfortable position for you where you can totally surrender for the next few moments. Bringing your attention back to your breath if needed. We'll take one more breath here. And then mindfully spreading our fingers wide. Feel like you're pulling the mat towards you with the hands to lift you up. And then we'll take the feet to one side to come to sit. We're going to extend the legs out in front of us. If you need to walk down your mat, you can. And I'm going to go ahead and place my blanket back underneath my sits bones to lift my seat a little higher. And then extending the legs out in front of me. Good. Finding that nice long spine, a little support under the sits bones should help you find that little bit of lift. As you inhale, lifting up, reaching up. As you exhale, folding over the thighs. Inhale, sweeping the legs as you lift back up, receiving more energy and light. As you exhale, surrendering, letting go of anything that's no longer serving you. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, letting go. One more round. Allowing the arms to be heavy as you take a full breath in this fold. And then rounding all the way back up. Go ahead and walk the hands behind you. We're going to bend the knees, taking the feet out as wide as the mat. Fingertips will be pointing towards you. Taking a nice full inhale. As you exhale, allowing the knees to fall to one side. Inhale through center. Exhale into the opposite. Nice, gentle twist, windshield wipering the legs from side to side. Allowing the breath to move you. Great. Once you make your way back to center, we're going to go ahead and walk the hands forward, sliding off of the blanket if you're on it. You can bring the blanket to place over you if you would like. So you may want to go ahead and unfold your blanket and place it over you as you gently make your way onto your back. So however it's easiest for you to get there. And if it's comfortable for you, you'll go ahead and walk the legs out, taking the feet a little wider than hip distance. If this is too much for the lower back, you can always bend one knee and the other, taking the feet out a little wider than hip distance, and then allowing the knees to fall in towards each other. So yogi's choice, finding a position that's comfortable for you. The most important part of our practice, where we allow ourselves time to absorb our practice. We're going to gently massage the hand. So we'll start massaging whichever hand comes natural to you first. You may even spread the fingers, finding any natural movement, and eventually switching hands. Remembering what all your hands do for you each day, the love that they bring you. And after you feel nice and satisfied, we'll rub the palms of the hands together, generating a little bit of heat. And then placing the right hand on the heart center, followed by the left. Taking a nice full inhale. Taking in as much air as you can. You may even hold at the top of this inhale. As you exhale, sigh out. Feel the body melt into the ground as you notice your heartbeat in your chest. Saying silently to yourself, I am alive and well. It's okay. This does not feel natural for you at first. Maybe there's some things that need to be dealt with where you can truly feel this and believe it. Eventually, you may allow the arms to come along the sides. You take a moment to just be. I invite you to let go of any need to fidget or move. If you do, just letting go of any judgment. Knowing it becomes easier with time. Coming back to that natural rhythm of breath. Natural rise and fall of the belly. Letting any thoughts that may arise float on by like clouds in the sky. Believing that the sun is shining within, shining through any darkness. As you bring your attention to your heart center, Coming back to that connection with your spirit, with God. Feeling your inner love and light. Each breath, feel that love and light expanding throughout your entire being. Okay, start to feel emotional, knowing that's normal. This is actually a way of releasing things that we're holding within. If tears arise, just allow them to flow without any judgment. We find strength in our weakness, strength in surrendering, being vulnerable to allow whatever needs to come up and surface, to arise, trust in any intuition, any wisdom you may receive in these last few breaths in our final resting pose. Starting to deepen the breath, starting at your toes, bringing movement into the toes, the feet, the ankles. Allowing that movement to move up the legs, calves, thighs, even allowing the hips to rock a little. And feeling that movement in your fingertips, your hands, your wrists, forearms, upper arms and shoulders. And then allowing the head to rock from ear to ear. Eventually, we'll bend one knee and the other. Roll onto your right side in a fetal position. You may use your right arm as a little pillow. And taking a moment here to acknowledge any newfound light or compassion for yourself that maybe wasn't present before your practice. And after your next breath, pressing into that left hand to bring you to a comfortable seated position. The head will be the last to lift. You may even keep the eyes closed. Find that nice long spine. Bringing the hands to meet at heart center. As you feel the connections surrounding you, the people that love you in your life, people that think you're awesome. And if you feel like you don't have that support, knowing that I'm on your side, I wish you peace and well-being, striving to give yourself that love and support so others will be willing to do the same as well. Taking a nice full inhale. As you exhale, you may bow. Blessings and namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. I hope you enjoy this practice. I hope you feel more love within, more compassion for yourself, and more able to take your light out into the world. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for joining. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, Lemon Balm Yoga, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, I would love to hear from you in the comments below.